Hi everybody, as I said in the end of the Harlem Nights review, that I am going to review Stephen King's Maximum Overdrive, so here is my review of the film. I just watched this full way through not too long ago, about a week and a half ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. This is the Anchor Bay DVD. I know they made two different DVDs of this. I don't know for sure who the company was that released the other DVD. This is Anchor Bay. The other DVD, it's not really like this. The other DVD just says Maximum Overdrive in like plain white font. And it's like a real picture, not like a cartoon, sort of like this is. It's just a picture of the truck. There's no body in front of the truck. I like this cover sort of better, you know, the Anchor Bay. I also like the disc and the inside with the Green Goblin face on the disc. This stars Emilio Estevez, who you know he's done a lot. He's done The Mighty Ducks, The Outsiders, The Breakfast Club, just a lot of 80s stuff. He's one of those hardcore 80s actors, you know. He's up there with like Molly Ringwald in the superstars of the 80s category for me. I need to stop saying in all my reviews. It's getting kind of tired. No, I'm just kidding. I cannot stop that. I seriously can't. So getting into this. First of all, you have the soundtrack by AC/DC. The soundtrack to this movie was released, and the album, which is the soundtrack to this movie, is the Who Made Who album, since that song was made just for this movie. Who made who? Who made you? We made you. Something like that. Emilio Estevez and Yardley Smith were really the only actors in this movie I knew. I didn't really know anybody else. Everybody else did good in this movie, though. I will give everybody else that. So, pretty much the whole plot of this movie is that this comet, it's not clear whether it's a comet or a UFO. It's one of them two. Because at the beginning of the movie, they said it was a comet. At the ending, they said it was a UFO. I'm sure everybody probably knows that this movie has its flaws. So as the comet is over the Earth, every single appliance on Earth pretty much goes haywire and starts killing people. Give an example, there's these people at this Dixie Boy truck stop who are stranded there because all the trucks have gone crazy and they're all circling the place, you know. One of the tenants gets gasoline sprayed in his eyes and blinded. And that's pretty much the whole plot of the movie right there. It's these people stranded at this truck stop that need to escape. Emilio Estevez is like, works there. I don't know if he's a chef or something, because when we first see him, he's like cooking breakfast food. And then later, he's just sort of talking to people. We're not really too sure what his job is at the Dixie Boy truck stop. Then you have all these other people, like you have this priest or somebody like that shows up with this girl. And then you have then you have like this 12-year-old kid that comes there. You got Yardley Smith, who is annoying as hell in this movie. Curtis! But and her husband. But who's even more annoying than Yardley Smith was the actress that plays the one waitress. I hated that girl. Like, we made you! Can't you understand? We made you! We made you! Like, going over the top, making weird faces. She's literally going like, we made you! Like, one of the weird face with weird motions as she's yelling it. I'm sorry if I gave your kids nightmares if you just saw that. And so, then there's, as I said, there's this 12-year-old kid that comes there. His dad is the one that got sprayed in the eyes with the gas, but unfortunately, before he gets to the truck stop, his dad gets killed by getting hit by one of the trucks. And it's interesting because the kid comes to the Dixie Boy because he was at a baseball game and they won a game, so the coach goes to the vending machine to get candy or something, or no, pop cans. He goes to get soda for the whole team. It's not working, so he starts banging on the vending machine, and cans start flying out 1,000,000 miles an hour. First it hits him in the balls. He collapses. Then it hits him like in the face, and it like bends his head back. Then all the cans start flying out towards all the kids, which I kind of thought was funny because the one kid's like, right, he puts the glove over his head, but right before he does, he's like, "Oh shit!" So he's like, "Son of a bitch," or "Oh shit," or something like that. I don't know. Then a steamroller runs over the score post or the scoreboard, flattens this one kid. The kid that goes to the Dixie Boy escapes on his bike. All the other kids pretty much get knocked out by the soda cans. And that's one of the scenes in this movie that almost every review I've heard of this movie talks about is, but there's the scene where this kid gets run over by a steamroller. Yeah, that's the scene everybody talks about in this movie. And I know there's a more controversial version, like on the VHS version, where the kid's head blows up and blood and his brains come out or something like that. And George Romero got sick watching it or something like that. And he's the king of zombie movies. We're talking the guy that made Day of the Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and he got sick watching a kid's head blow up under the steamroller. That's footage. I also read online though, somebody said it wasn't that exciting. It was just blood spraying in the grass. So I don't know, that'd be something interesting to see. If somebody has that clip, like email it to me or something, because I'll be interested to see that. So back at the there's really not much of a plot. I just said the whole plot. It's people stranded at a truck stop waiting for a refugee. So later on you get really random scenes, like everybody's sleeping in the restaurant at the truck stop this one morning. This guy bursts in the room. He's like, "What the fuck?" I'm not going to say the word. He's just like, "What?" He kicks down the door. He's like, "What the fuck going on in here?" And then he gets shot. I'm like, that was funny. I wish that guy could have lived. The guy that goes, "What the?" I wish that guy could have lived. That guy was entertaining. He didn't really appear in the movie too much. It's just that 2 seconds that made me laugh. Then you get that annoying waitress walking outside yelling at all the trucks, "We made you! Get the hell away from us!" But then this little gun, this shotgun they have on the, I forget what you call those things. It's like the pole that like spins the gun. I forget what you call them, but all of a sudden the gun turns, shoots the waitress. And every single person watching the movie applauds at that moment that waitress gets shot. Excuse me. I guarantee you that everybody hated. I hated that shit. Then you get like some weird scenes, like when the priest, like this truck comes in and hits his car over. And he's like, "Son of a bitch!" And then he takes that girl, a hitchhiker he had, where she gets up, he pushes her back down to the seat. He's like, "Get out of my way, bitch!" Like, okay. The Bible salesman does get killed, I think. Well, he gets croaked at least, because later on when the kid's climbing around the truck stop, he jumps out of his body's laying out. He's like, "Come here, come help me, or else I'll kill you," or something really cheesy like that. You get these AC/DC songs that play throughout, and there's this piece of music AC/DC made that's sort of reminiscent of the theme from the original Psycho, except like with guitars, like when the steamroller crushes the kid, or when the gas tenant gets hit by the truck, or when the priest gets chased by the other clown truck. It's like this Psycho thing, except it's like guitars. It's like down, 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 like that. Later on, they go into like the cellar of the Dixie Boy truck stop, where they have like all these war missiles and guns and all that stuff. which in my opinion was an easy way out of the movie, if you know what I mean. But it's Stephen King's first directed debut, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt for that. So they end up blowing up some of the trucks. They blow up the ice cream truck. I'm dropping all these DVDs in the review. I don't know what it is. And pretty much they go on a sailboat, like all the surviving people. They go on this sailboat and sail to a deserted island where there's no electric appliances. So you see the boat go off into the distance. The camera pans up to the sky, and then the credits start rolling with "You Shook Me All Night Long" playing. As for the movie, I know this is a movie that I've seen with a lot of mixed reviews. I've not seen. I know it's mixed. Either people love this movie because of. Well, people either love this movie or they think this movie is stupid beyond belief. I'm one of the few that likes Maximum Overdrive. I thought it was cool. It's got some. Close the door. It's got some cool scenes, like, you know, the steamroller scene's pretty cool. Since there were not really too many movies around this time where, you know, like little kids like that got killed, so I thought that was pretty cool. You know, it's like going over his head. I love that guy that bursted into the restaurant room in the morning. What the hell going on in here? Or something. And then he gets gunned down. If you notice, the theatrical trailer for Maximum Overdrive, which is one of the special features on here, has the music from Halloween 3. Watch the trailer on YouTube. It's got the music from Halloween 3. You know, it's like that it's like that fast beeping synth, like dun 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 dun. It's not something I could hum easily like that. But the trailer's got the Halloween 3 music in it. Just watch it. It's like that on the DVD too. Other than that, there's really no special features except for this little bio on Stephen King. You know, you get the, Stephen King's on this poster, and then you get a picture of him on the scene selection thing. This thing's pretty thick. It's like cardboard. It's pretty thick. So, I think it's give Stephen King credit for this. I mean, he never directed any movies before this, so he really probably didn't really know too much about directing as other people who've adapted from his novels. So I just give him credit for that. I mean, I thought this was good. I thought this was a good movie. I like the music by AC/DC. I think the songs they made up for this were Who Made Who, Chase the Ace, and I don't remember what the third song was. I'm pretty sure they made 3 different songs for the movie. You get some other cool death scenes, like, the soda machine hitting the guy in the head. You get this guy that gets electrocuted by a arcade machine. That annoying waitress that finally gets shot to death, gunned down by that machine. Which was like one of the best scenes in the movie. Yardley Smith was a little over the top, a little annoying in this. Always talking so loud, Curtis! Are you dead? Was one of her lines from the movie I'm sure a lot of people refer to. So, I don't know, if my review probably will not settle Maximum Overdrive. I just think it's funny. I like the soundtrack. It's got interesting death scenes. For a directorial debut, I think Stephen King did good with this. I know this DVD is really cheap. If you want to get the Maximum Overdrive DVD, it's really cheap. Go check it out. I mean, it's just... I love Maximum Overdrive. I've always liked Maximum Overdrive. I just found it fun. I watch it, and I have fun with it. So, Maximum Overdrive, it's for some people, but not others. I'll put it that way. Since I like a lot of movies. There's a lot of bad movies that I like. I like a lot. If you notice, most of the majority of the movies I've talked about in these reviews I've done, I've liked. And that's definitely going to continue for a while, because, alright, so I'm thinking of doing this thing, alternating between comedy and horror. Comedy and horror. sort of like that. I don't know if I'm going to stick through with that. But my next review is of a comedy movie. It's one of my favorite comedies, taken from one of my favorite TV shows. I will be reviewing the full-length Trailer Park Boys movie. Stay tuned for my review of the Trailer Park Boys movie. Thank you for watching.